Well, it depends on who you ask, because Andy was quoted in an interview recently telling people that I'm a furry and that I like to dress up like a unicorn and fuck other unicorns, which may or may not be true. But my truth is that it was actually the night I fell off stage this one night. It was when we were on tour with Julian K. They were opening for us. I was in somewhere in St. Louis, I think, and I remember it was like some venue, and like we were in between two giant strip clubs. I don't know if anyone knows where that is. But at the very last song, I was like real wasted, and I got up from my drums. I was trashing shit, and I'd walked backwards, and I hit a moving light and fell off the stage onto my back, and I thought I broke my back. And Ryan from from Julian K, I should say, was right there, and he was like, "Are you fucking okay, man?" Like, he thought I was dead. And everyone got me to the dressing room. It was funny, because then seconds after we got to the dressing room, the venue staff came in and said, "You got 10 minutes to get the fuck out of here, and you're paying for this, you're paying for that, you're paying for that," because we trashed the stage. And whatever. I got taken to the hospital. I was a mess. We almost had to cancel the tour. But anyway, I just got really wasted that night because I was in so much pain. The next day, I woke up in my bunk with this giant fucking unicorn in my bunk. And I'm like, what is going on? I get out of my bunk. I have this giant unicorn. And then I'm just sitting in the front lounge wondering where this unicorn came from. Andy comes out of his bunk like half hour later. He's got a unicorn too. And he's like, I'm like, "Where'd you get that?" And he's like, "Man, I have no idea. It's in my bunk. I just slept with it." So I look through my camera and I see pictures of me with these fucking unicorns at a truck stop, like with all these people that work at the truck stop. I'm just like, I have these unicorns. It's like daylight out, so it must have been like 8 or 9 in the morning. I'm wasted, blacked out. And then I find a receipt in my pocket for like $450. I bought these 2 unicorns that were like $225 each. All right? And well, I completely blacked out. And then they just were on the tour, and we're like, this is ridiculous. We have these 2 giant unicorns. So we kept trying to like get rid of them, and we were putting them like on Julian K's bus, and like then one day someone put them on top of our drum towers that are on either side of the stage as a joke, and we walked out on stage and played this crazy, dark, aggressive, set of music with these 2 giant pink unicorns on stage. And it was so ridiculous that we were just like, let's put the unicorns up again tomorrow. and then we just started putting them up every day, and then people just latched onto it. And I guess I latched onto it too, because I've gotten fucking unicorns tattooed on my chest. And I mean, I just had to embrace it at some point, when I'm coming home with truckloads of these fucking things at the end of a tour.
So you've pretty well fell in love with the unicorns now. They're your thing.
Yeah.
Is there any hope for any production of special unicorn porn in the future?
I'm not allowed to talk about that yet.
Not
I have
yet.
to wait for the contract to be signed, but very soon there'll be news.
More anticipation, great. So all the gifts you talk about, and I saw in the blog how much of this shit that you get. How much unicorn meat do you actually have?
I have about 30. I counted the other day. I think I have like 32 cans or something like that.
That's awesome.
It's funny because people go out of their way to try and find like unique things for me, and I have so much unicorn shit. It's really hard to find unique shit for me at this point. You know. But I actually really like it when I get a lot of the same stuff, because I have so much of it. It's so ridiculous. Like, they sell those Pillow Pal things at Walmart. I must have like 60 of those goddamn things. That's
one of the biggest things that came to my attention. Is every time you see a blog picture or something, at least 1 or 2 people's bringing you one of these things.
Yeah, and they started making them in all different sizes now, so I have fucking families of these goddamn things. I should just put a fucking horn on my house, I swear.
You might as well.
And paint it pink.
Well, it's amazing. I see things coming like what I've done. I've sent you a couple of things. And I'm the same way. I'm trying to find something different.
You just sent me a shirt that says "Totally Straight."
Yes,
That's 2 unicorns on it, and I've never gotten that before. So thank you.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, like I said, I hit you in there. There's something else coming too.
Cool.
And if you don't have anything like that, then maybe you don't have anything like this. It's just I found a much better one.
Okay. Cool.
So that's coming too, of course. But man, that's I don't know what else to say. You just. I mean, everything that you've done and everything that you're a part of, and how you just continue to carry on. I mean, just like I said, even in your downtime, you've got the blog, that you carry on with your fans, and there's just relentless with it. And, there's some people out there who will look at their fans and say, fuck off, I played the show for you. What the hell else do you want from me?
No, not me.
It's just it's awesome, to find guys out there like that who carry on, who really try to give back to their fans and show them something, and that's really amazing with you that you do that.
Well, when I was a kid, I would try any way I could to sneak backstage at shows and like meet the bands that I liked. I just really wanted like that extra level of just not having just been to a show. I really wanted to like feel more a part of what I was into and stuff like that. And there was a few people that I looked up to that really went out of the way to be real cool to me, and it meant the world to me.
Yeah.
And that's why doing all this extra stuff means so much to me, because it's my chance to give that to someone else who really appreciates it.
Well, that's what I love, because I mean, so many people, they can get a big head with this, the following that they get and everything, and I hate that shit. I mean,
hey man, listen, I got a big head. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, but I mean, the way you carry it, though.
It's tiny. It's a little head. I'm talking about my penis now. I'm sorry.
Oh well.
I keep it G-rated.
We've seen the pictures, and yeah. My wife's sitting right here beside me, and she was actually one of the. Can I say lucky? Does that make me gay? One of the fortunate ones that actually caught a glimpse of it in Atlanta.
Oh, my wiener.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm staring at something else. I have no idea what, and all of a sudden she just like grabs my arm. Who just showed his dick?
Hey, there's nothing I love more than anything than running around and having naked time like I'm a 3-year-old. And for some reason I just started wanting to do it on stage. And every time I just zone out. I start taking my clothes off. I get down to my underwear and I stop myself. Fuck, this is probably an all ages show. Stop it. You're going to go to jail. And and then I just can't help myself, and I flash the audience. It happens, and yeah, there's videos of it on YouTube, and you can
it's
pause it and see it with a microscope.
You do a little digging out there, and you're going to find it. And I can't help it. I had to dig for it myself. So
yeah, I have to dig for it every morning when I wake up to take a leak. I know how you feel.